we are doing sexual reproduction in flowering plants. As we know, sexual reproduction in higher plants occur in the flower, and most of the angiosperm flower consist of two reproductive organs, stamen and pistil. Today we will discuss detailed structure of stamen, and in this we will also discuss how pollen grains or male cells are formed in anther. You can see structure of stamen. This is the male reproductive part of flower. Each stamen consists of anther. It is upper broad fertile part and lower part filament. Filament gives support to anther. Anther may be bithecous or monothecous. When anther has two lobes, this and this, they are called bithecous anther. Sometimes plants have monothecous anther. Now let's discuss internal structure of anther. Internally, each anther consists of two lobes, and in each lobe two microsporangia or pollen sacs are present. Two in each lobe. So total 4 microsporangia or pollen sacs are there. So this condition is called as tetrasporangiate condition. Microsporangia are also called pollen sacs. Why? Because in pollen sacs, microspore or pollen grains are produced. Each anther is covered by 4 layers. These are given in sequence. The outermost layer is called as epidermis. Epidermis cover the whole stamen or anther or even microsporangia. Its function is protection. It is followed by fibrous layer. Fibrous layer is also called endothecium. It is required for proper maturation of pollen grain. And why this is called fibrous layer? Because this layer has thickening of fibrous tissue on it. But this layer becomes thin in these side regions, which are called stomium. Stomium disintegrate and it helps in liberation of pollen grain. Internally, each microsporangium consists of sporogenous cells which get converted into microspore mother cells. Further, microspore mother cell develop into microspores. So this process of developing microspores from microspore mother cell is called microsporogenesis. So this is the second event. You can see here from sporogenous cells, microspore mother cell or pollen mother cells are formed. These are also called MMC and they are diploid. What is the meaning of diploid? They have double set of chromosomes. Each microspore mother cell produces 4 microspores of pollen grain. Now we will do the mechanism. Each microspore mother cell undergo meiotic division, meiosis 1 and meiosis 2. First it undergoes meiosis 1 and 2 cells are formed. Again they undergo meiosis 2 and 4 microspores are formed. This is called tetrad or 4 haploid microspore. Children, what is the significance of meiosis? By meiosis, chromosome number become half. We need haploid cells because in haploid cell only gametophyte will be formed. Because angiospermic plants are sporophyte, they show alternation of generation. First generation is sporophytic generation, means first they will produce haploid spore, then in them gametes can be formed. So we are looking here that how first step is completing, microspores are being produced and they become haploid. Further in them, male gametophyte will develop. When microspore are attached, then they are called microspore. When they separate from each other, then they are called pollen grains. Pollen grains are male cells of plants. You can see its structure, pollen grain structure. Each pollen grain is spherical or round in shape. It has 2 layers. Outer wall is called exine, and exine is made up of a very resistant chemical, sporopollenin, which is produced from tapetum. Why this wall is so much resistant? So that it can tolerate adverse environmental conditions. Enzymes protect pollen grain from excessive heat, acids, and alkali. Even pollen grain fossils have been obtained in rocks. Why? Due to presence of enzyme having sporopollen, due to which it does not degenerate. Fossils of pollen grains are called microfossils. But at certain position, exine is not laid out. This is called pit or jump hole. Why? This thin area from where pollen tube come out. Okay, exine. Exine pattern is different in different plant species. It may be spiny, it may show ridges or tubercle. So you can identify from pollen grain the plant species because exine design will be different in different plant species. Inner to exine is intine. Inner to this wall is intine. It is made up of pectocellulose chemical. It is thin. It forms pollen tube. Inside the pollen grain, cytoplasm and its nucleus is present and store food and vacuoles. So this is one mature pollen grain. When pollen grains mature, you can see pollen sacs disintegrate and each anther get filled with mature pollen grain. They become one chamber. After maturation, middle layer or endothecium layer, they all dry up and disintegrate and holes are formed called stonium. And from here, pollen grains are liberated from stonium. This is mature pollen grain or microscope. In this, now second generation will develop, that is gametophytic generation. What is the meaning of gametophytic generation? Means gametes will develop, male gamete. How it will develop? Now pollen grain will undergo mitotic division, not meiotic division. Why mitotic division? Because pollen grain is already haploid and haploid cell always undergoes mitotic division. By this division, its nucleus will be divided into two parts. Upper you can see tube nucleus. It is also called vegetative nucleus and lower generating nucleus. Later on, these nucleus get surrounded by cell wall and form vegetative cell and lower generative cell. Vegetative cell is bigger, highly vacuolated and has lot of reserve food material. It will form pollen tube in future. Which cell? Vegetative or tube cell. And generative cell in future will form two male gametes. In 60% angiosperms, pollen grain is released in this two-cell stage. But in 40% angiosperm, generative cell further divide to form male gametes, it becomes three-celled. But it is only in 40% angiosperm. Okay? So when pollen grain falls on stigma, pollen grain start germinating. It absorbs nourishment from stigma. And how it is activated? Its vegetative cell and intine wall comes out. You can see in the form of pollen tube. It is being formed from vegetative cell and nucleus of vegetative cell shift towards stick. It guides the pollen tube in the female part. And other contents of pollen grain also shift here. Generative nucleus also shifts here. And it simultaneously splits into two male cells. In flowering plants, two male gametes participate in sexual reproduction and they undergo double fertilization. So this pollen tubes start passing in female part. This we will discuss later on. In this, male gametophyte is very clear in the pollen grain. Larger is vegetative cell and smaller is generative cell. Later on, generative cell will split to form two male gametes. This is called male gametophyte. Okay, and later on it will germinate to form pollen tube.